bucket time! In 3, 2, 1. Wow! This begins with the letter D. The letter D. And that makes the D sound. D. Can you make that sound? Yes, that's fantastic! D. D. Yay! Now you can roll it and squeeze it and cut it and mould it into lots of different shapes. It sometimes comes in lots of different colours too. That's right, it's dough. I love playing with dough and making lots of different things from it. Come on, let's go and play with some dough. Yay! Oh no! I don't have any dough. I don't have any dough to play with. I've got a good idea. Let's make some. First, we need a bowl. Oh wow! But we're going to need some ingredients. We need 2 cups of flour. Oh, I didn't mean that type of flour. We can't make dough with this type of flour. Hang on a minute. Oh, yes, that type of flour. We have 1, 2 cups of flour. I'm going to put them in my bowl. Are you ready? 1 and 2. Oh. We also need some salt. 1 cup of salt. I'm going to put that in the bowl too. In it goes. 1 cup of salt in my bowl. So we've got the flour and the salt, but we also need some oil. Some oil. I'm going to pop that in the bowl. Oh, fantastic! And we also need something called cream of tartar. Yes, cream of tartar. I'm going to put that in the bowl too. In it goes. We need one more thing, and that is very hot water. So we might need to ask a grown-up to help us. We need 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water. Remember, this is a bit warm, so we might need grown-up's help. In goes 1 and 2. 2 cups of water. The next thing we need to do is to mix it. And for that, we're going to need a spoon. Yes, a spoon. And then we can mix all the ingredients up to make the dough. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pat, 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 pat. Row, 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 row. Stretch, 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 stretch. Poke, 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 poke. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pat, 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 pat. Roll, 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 roll. And look, we have a big piece of white dough. I think I'm going to make a little nest using this dough. First I'm going to use a big chunk of it like that. I'm going to roll it in my hands, roll it, roll it, roll it around. Then I'm going to squish my thumb in and push it all the way around the edges. I'm going to make a little nest, just like that. I think this nest needs some eggs. How many eggs shall we make? I was thinking the same thing. Yes, let's make 5 of them. Are you ready? We've got to take a little bit and then roll it around to make an egg shape, like that. And then we pop it in the nest. So we've got 1, another one, 2, 3, this one's slightly bigger, 4, 1 more, okay, and 5. Oh wow, look! We have a little nest with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little eggs. Oh look! Here comes my chicken friend. She's found the nest that we've made. Wow! This is the big ball of dough, and this is a little piece of dough. Big and little. Little and, yes, big. Wow! I wonder what you can create using Play-Doh. 3 currant buns in a baker's shop. Big and round with a cherry on the top. Along came Bunny with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and ate it straight away. 2 currant buns in a baker's shop. Big and round with a cherry on the top. Along came Hedgehog with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and ate it straight away. 1 currant bun in a baker's shop. Big and round with a cherry on the top. Along came Crocodile with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and ate it straight away. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pat, 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 pat. Row, 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 row. roll, roll, roll. Stretch, 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 stretch. Poke, 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 poke. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pat, 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 pat. Roll, 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 roll. This is the letter D. D. And that makes the D sound. D. D. D is for donkey. E-aw, e-aw. Can you make a noise like a donkey? E-aw, e-aw. D is also for dark. Oh, it's very dark. I can't see a thing. Where have you gone? Let me turn the light back on. Oh, there you are. D is for dark. D is also for dough. I love playing with dough. Do you? This is the letter D and it makes the D sound. D. Yay!
Hooray!
Ooh, 6 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. One went pop and the other went bang. 4 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. One went pop and the other went bang. 2 fat sausages sizzling in the pan. One went pop and the other went bang. They are all gone. A rectangle. A rectangle. I'm a rectangle, you can see. I have 4 sides. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 are short and 2 are long. Come on, let's all sing this song. A triangle. A triangle. I'm a little triangle, look at me. I have 3 sides, 1, 2 and 3. A square. A square. I'm a little square, that's my name. I have 4 sides and they're all the same. A circle. A circle. I'm a circle, that's my name. Just one line and it's all the same. It goes round and round and round and round. One continuous line. A circle. Wow, I had a really good time playing with the dough today. But now it's time to put the dough back in the bucket. I wonder what's going to be in my bucket next time with me, Sarah Jane, on Bucket Time. There's only one way to find out. I'll see you then. Bye guys, bye. Remember, you're fantastic.